A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. We are building up for the India versus New Zealand third test match that is about to happen on 1st November in Mumbai. But there is already plenty of chaos when you have to look at on the other side of the border. We already did a breaking about Gary Kirsten. Now there is one more update when you have to look at the Indian cricket team because VVS Laxman, now he is going to be the coach. But before I come to that, certain words of advice are coming from certain former Indian cricketers. For example, Sanjay Manjrekar and Dinesh Karthik. Now, Dinesh Karthik has given one word of advice for Virat Kohli. He's urged Virat Kohli to go back to domestic cricket and try ironing out his flaws. Now, Kohli has had a weakness against spin for quite some time now. I mean, his average when you look at it as compared to even pace. Pacers are also getting him out consistently because of that weakness on the fourth stump. Spinners, off spinners, left arm spinners are getting him out on a consistent basis. The advice given by DK is that go back to domestic cricket. That is the only way he can iron out his flaws and get back some confidence. But when will Virat Kohli go to domestic? Because after the end of this test match, he will go to Australia. Probably by next week, by the 12th, he'll be there. They'll play an intra-squad game and then after that they will get to ensure that okay, they are ready for the Perth test. No warm-ups are there in between. Now in the Perth test, until that time till now, you have 17 days. Maybe he can play one round, but then would he want to risk that and ensure that he doesn't get tired? That is the major problem. Sanjay Manjrekar on the other hand has said Rohit Sharma has not looked confident. Now, this is a big statement because Rohit Sharma as the captain and as a batter, he says that he's not looked confident because in the last 6 to 7 innings, he's just had 150 plus score. Apart from that, it's been a lean patch. Yes, he had 200s versus England, but then apart from that, it's really not been a good run for Rohit Sharma as with the bat. Even in the Border Gavaskar trophy, when you look at that 100 that he hit in Nagpur, made a huge difference. But apart from that, it's been few highs and a lot of lows. VVS Laxman is going to be the India cricket team coach, but he's only going to be the head coach for the South Africa series. 4-match T20I series that will begin from November 8th onwards. It will conclude maybe about 4 to 5 days before the end of the BGT. Now, Gautam Gambhir and the Indian cricket team are mostly going around 11th or 12th of November and then they will be acclimatizing there and then get an intra-squad game before the first test at Optus on 22 November. So, we are less than, you may say 24, we are 24 days away from the start of the first test. Already there is a lot of planning and preparation going on. So, VVS Laxman is going to be the head coach of the Indian cricket team for the 4-match T20I series that will be held in South Africa starting from November 8th. Gary Kirsten, as we have already stated in the earlier breaking, he is not going to be the head coach of the Pakistan white ball setup. Now, this has thrown the entire Pakistan team situation in chaos because there's only 4 months left for the Champions Trophy. How will the PCB respond and what statement will Gary Kirsten give? We are awaiting all those details. When it comes to New Zealand and India, in this month when you look at it, it seems like it's a month of domination because the White Ferns have already won the T20 World Cup. They beat India in the T20 World Cup and dented their chances. Now here, they have managed to ensure that they level back the ODI series versus India. They defeated them despite a fighting partnership between Radha Yadav and Saima Thakur for the 9th wicket. Despite that, New Zealand managed to pull level and then on the 29th, they'll have the final ODI. New Zealand, remember, have to qualify for the ODI World Cup because it is going to be held in India and many people in the White Ferns camp will be desperate to ensure that they seal automatic qualification for the World Cup at this stage. Now, Australia have rested so many key players for the upcoming T20I and ODI series versus Pakistan. Now, the T20I squad is out, but most likely most of Australia's top players are not going to play the white ball series because if you look at Australia's T20I squad, Sean Abbott, Xavier Bartlett, Cooper Connolly, Tim David, Nathan Ellis, Jake Fraser-McGurk, Aaron Hardy, Josh Inglis, Spencer Johnson, Glenn Maxwell, Matthew Short, Marcus Stoinis, Adam Zampa. Only Maxwell, Stoinis and Zampa are the three most experienced guys in the Australian white ball setup who are playing. Sean Abbott has been around but not that experienced. Xavier Bartlett has been impressive. Cooper Connolly is just beginning. Tim David has also been there along with Nathan Ellis. Jake Fraser-McGurk had a great IPL, but then now he will learn the rigors of white ball cricket in internationals. Aaron Hardy has been impressive. Inglis has been impressive. Spencer Johnson in the T20Is versus West Indies was really, really good. In the world of other sports, in the Mexican Grand Prix that just concluded in the early hours of Monday morning, Carlos Sainz managed to win the Mexico Grand Prix. It was a thorough performance. He dominated even the qualifying and then he was in pole position. But then Sainz managed to ensure that Verstappen's lead could be dented because Verstappen finished in 6th position. Max Verstappen's 6th place finish combined with Lando Norris's 2nd place finish has ensured now that the championship is going to go down to the wire. 18 points, 6 points, 12 points have been shaved off Max Verstappen, and that is why now the next race is in Las Vegas. That will be a night race and you are going to see plenty of excitement there also. Las Vegas, Brazil, Qatar and Abu Dhabi. These are the 4 races that is there. Many teams, including Lando Norris, will be hoping that there is at least 1 or 2 DNFs for Max Verstappen, because if that happens, then the championship race will be thrown entirely wide open heading into Abu Dhabi. So that's why this is a vital win for, if you look at Carlos Sainz. Ferrari also are closing in on the constructors title along with McLaren and Red Bull. It's now going to be a 3-horse race. Let's see who wins with 5 races to go at this point in time. 4 races to go rather. So we are heading into the business end of the home season in Indian cricket, because November 1 to 5, that's the last time you will play in 2024, and then after that you are going to play next year. BGT build-up, Australia, Pakistan, we are indeed in for a very action-packed November indeed. Formula 1 is going to end in November. Let's see how that pans out. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.